this morning. A lot of neighbors waking up to damage. We do have Sky 5 pilot Chase Rutledge. He is in Harrah right now. And Chase, you've captured the first bird's eye view of the damage for us this morning. A lot of this is focused around the Peebly Road area. So tell us what you're seeing right now.
Yeah, I can tell you, and hopefully round two is nothing like round one, because what we're seeing is a lot of damage that extends for about at least 6 miles from just to the west of I-40 all the way up here to Peebly Road and all the way up to northeast 23rd, which is right there in the Harrah intersection. But we're seeing a lot of damage through here, and this is on the west side of the turnpike, the Kickapoo Turnpike. You can see that to the right. Now again, a 6-mile path that is nothing but damage and destruction for a whole lot of people in this area, and we've already seen a number of neighbors out. Emergency crews are out. We've seen OG&E crews out trying to restore power, but there is a lot of work to be done, and with that second round of storms coming in, it's just going to make it more difficult for those on the ground to be able to get that power restored and get the investigation and everything, well, really the damage assessment underway, so that they can finally get the cleanup process going. This is a lot of damage, not really what we wanted to see right before Thanksgiving, but it's a lot to clean up. It's really a lot to take in. It's hard to talk about at times, because we know that there's a lot of families down there that are hurting right now.
Yeah, Chase, absolutely. And our thoughts and prayers are with those families. And Chase is going to continue to fly over that area for us this morning. We do have team coverage, though. So let's get out to KOCO's Colby Terrell. You are live at tornado damage, showing us that. This is Sooner and Southeast 89th. And we just learned from the State Department of Emergency Management, Colby, that at least 10 homes and structures in that area were damaged from those overnight storms.
Yeah, and that definitely tracks. You can see behind me, some of them were damaged pretty severely as well. If you take a look at these houses, these roofs wrapped with power lines around them. If you'll move over to the right here, there's even houses with completely gone roofs, or one that's just mangled entirely. You can't even necessarily tell if there was a second story or not, or if that's just the roof that was in. Obviously, people are out and about, milling about, kind of looking at some of the damage. In this part of the neighborhood, there's not as much debris on the ground, so people have started kind of picking it up, helping their neighbors. There's some other roads or streets down here that have a lot more damage, and mostly what we've been seeing is friends coming to pick up residents here, or family members coming to pick up residents here. But people are out and about now that it's daylight and starting to kind of just get a grasp of things. We talked to one neighbor who didn't get hit too hard, but he says he had some leaks, a couple shingles came off of his roof. He tells us basically this looks like a completely different neighborhood. He doesn't recognize it, and it makes sense with what you see here and all these power lines and wood and just trees just uprooted right here. If you go to the left a little bit, I mean, that is obviously a very strong storm to pull up a tree like that from the root. We're still out here for a little bit longer. We're going to bring you more from that man we talked to who calls this a completely different neighborhood in just a little bit, guys. Colby Terrell, KOCO 5 News.
All right, Colby, thank you. And you can see the neighbors that are coming out this morning. They are waking up to the damage. And again, Colby is going to come back and tell us more about what he's seeing there on the ground. That's Southeast 89th and Sooner Road. But this is what we just got in from the Oklahoma County Sheriff's Office this morning. They have reported several road closures in Harrah. That's where Sky 5 pilot Chase Rutledge is. After that tornado, it moved through. Right now, the turnpike is accessible from the east only, and those road closures, they include Northeast 23rd near Peebly and Dobbs, and Southeast 29th between Indian Meridian and Peebly between Reno and Southeast 29th, 50th between Dobbs and Harrah Road between Northeast 63rd and Northeast 50th. A lot of road closures there. Of course, we have more information on our KOCO app and KOCO.com. So if anyone is in that area, have loved ones in that area, you need to get them out. Head over there and see what the road closures look like. And another big story here this morning, power outages, leaving so many in the dark. This is a live look at the OG&E service area right now. We can see a little more than 32,000 customers are without power this morning. Power lines we've seen from our reporters there on the ground, Sky 5 as well. You can see them. They're down this morning. And if you do see a line, you're asked to call 911. Do not get near those down power lines, everybody. We do continue to cover injuries as well, and Oklahoma City police say that at least 6 people were taken to the hospital. They have non-life-threatening injuries. Crews are on scene working to make sure that everyone is okay. Several homes, though, damaged, power lines, gas lines, traffic signs, all broken this morning. And again, we're waking up to see all of the damage. We are going to continue to bring you live pictures like the one you're seeing right now from Sky 5. Choctaw Police, though, I want to get here, now releasing a statement after the tornado hit the Railhead Estates addition around 1 this morning. They put out a Facebook post not too long ago. The department says that there's been major damage to homes, and thankfully, only minor injuries have been reported. The gym there at Choctaw Elementary School is currently open. That's a temporary place for rest and shelter. And the city of Hera has sustained damage as well. We just saw it from Sky 5. Residents affected by that are now relocating to the Grand Casino.